Oh, hey guys, Nate here, volunteer tech vlog. I'm tired. There's a lot to do today. But anyway, media reports for 12/6/2015. Just run down this list real quick, then I'll chat with you about it as I'm driving home. So the first thing was Zach, guitar buzz from pedal. The next thing was cello. We had a cello up there. We used an SM57 on the cello. Not the best choice of mics, but when you're limited to, we have a limited mic selection, you do what you can. So that was SM57 on the cello. There was actually a lot of buzz that was picking up too. There's some sort of lighting or something happening from the cello. And then the kids Christmas program rehearsal. So we did a rehearsal between services, and that was a little bit unexpected, but you know, we tried to just make it work. And so we did that. We got them set up for next week. We had one. This was our one rehearsal. A little stressful because we had to set everything up for that in between our first and second service, and then put everything back for the second service. So we just left a lot of stuff in place, but we try to come up with a game plan for the kids program. This is a big one. So solo. Actually, I think Josh is back there. Hey, it's EBC Norfolk. He's walking to his car right now. Hey, EBC Norfolk. He leaves comments on some of my videos. But anyway, yeah. So the solo mode. Somehow, solo mode was not set to post fader. When I engaged it during service, it muted the main mix. I don't know how this happened. I changed it in the default so that it would not be solo in place. It would be a post fader thing in software audio console. So I'm still researching exactly how that changed. I re-updated the default mix file so it would not be an intrusive solo, but it would be a non-destructive solo that would not affect anything else. It would just be a private control room solo. So I saved it again in the default mix. I shut down SAC, opened software audio console up again, and I did see that it had saved. So if it gets set back to solo in place again, I'm gonna be really scratching my head as to how that happens, because the preference file was updated. Yeah, that was a big oops. A lot of confused musicians when I hit that solo button. And I had my two trainees up there with me, and I'm teaching them about solo bus and post fader, pre fader, and all this stuff. And here I am making a big boo boo. So it was a humbling learning moment, but it led to some good discussion. We looked up in church production a handbook or workbook what it means, and they verified that what I had thought the settings were actually the proper settings. And we looked it up in the SAC manual, and we verified that the settings that I thought were supposed to be defaulted to were in fact the proper settings. So not sure how that got changed, but got to keep on top of these settings. Communion prayer. So at the end of communion, sometimes the pastor will ask a deacon or an elder to pray, and they just kind of stand where they are and pray. And the problem with that is it doesn't get picked up on the recording, and it doesn't get, people in the overflow can't hear because there's no microphone. So I guess I need to figure out a way to change the culture on praying. And if somebody's asked to pray, I don't know how I do this, but it's kind of like an off the cuff thing, on the spot thing. Somehow I need to communicate that to leadership, that they need to walk up to the podium and stand in front of the pulpit mic if they're going to pray. If they want people to hear them in the recording, and they want people to hear them in fellowship and in nursery and in all these overflow areas. So that's something I need to figure out how to communicate better. We had more wireless RF dropouts. We've got a wireless extension kit from Shure on order. So hopefully when we extend those antenna A and antenna B into the sanctuary and adjust the positioning of them, that's going to help with the diversity style receiver. Excuse me. Let's see. Again, I really dislike the solo in place mode. I wish I could just remove solo in place from the whole software and just turn that off. I don't know if there's some like hard code I can go into some like backdoor text file somewhere and just turn that off so it never happens, because that's just really embarrassing and bad if solo in place somehow gets set to the default. I don't know how, again, don't know how that happened. I really don't like that. And lastly, shout out to And I realize I'm in the shadows here because it's a little bit sunny. But lastly, shout out to Jill and to Lauren M and to Wesley and to Tim. You guys rock. It is awesome to have all you folks up there in the media loft. It's like, it's crazy because it's so crowded up there when we're all up there. For second service today, it was just like, it was nuts. There's 2 people on the video, 1 person running video, 1 person observing, and then we had me running audio for second service. Tim showed up for both services and the rehearsal, and so he was there. Tim was there for like the whole deal, you know, like he was there bright and early, around 7 a.m. this morning, stayed for rehearsal, helped me set up. He was there through the first service. He was there for the chaos of the children's program, trying to figure that out, and he was there troubleshooting noise issues with me and just being a real big help. So awesome to have that. Wesley, awesome man, glad to see you up there. He came up there for second service and was helping out with just little things like starting the recorder, and I don't know, there's a couple other things we were reading through, different solo modes together. So I feel like training is really going well. And it just takes a lot of time, you know, and but I am happy to pass on what information I know. And again, I'm here learning out loud about audio. I know a little bit. I maybe would describe myself as smarter than the average bear when it comes to looking at the people in our community who understand how pro audio video technology works. But still, I've got a lot I need to learn. And I am learning how to teach at the same time right now, by fire, because I've got these new trainees and I'm trying to teach them. And so yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. That will do it for this media report. My name is Nate. This is the Volunteer Tech Vlog on the Live Sound 101 YouTube channel. Thanks for subscribing. Really appreciate all you people that have taken the time to hit that subscribe button. It's pretty cool when that happens, because I'm not trying to reach the masses with these types of YouTube videos. I'm just trying to reach a very specific type of person who wants to learn about audio video technology along with me. So anyway, thanks for watching. Talk to you later.